welcome to a new Let's Play. I'm NoGod21. As you can't tell by the video title, or by what you're looking at on screen, we're playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Let's start a new game. The world of darkness is a place where immortal monsters pull the strings of humanity. Violence and despair are common here. The world is bleak, but escape is an ever-present commodity. Perhaps too present. I'm gonna have so much fun doing this. I love this game, and a lot of other people do, for good reasons. Crack open a can of Coke. Let's begin. A new game starts with creating a new character. Would you like to 1. Answer a series of questions about the type of vampire you would like to play and allow the game to create your character? No! We're gonna go with number 2. Go directly to the character sheet and set your character's clan, attributes, and abilities myself. Worry about the name later. I'm not sure if it's because of whatever, but the name's automatically filled in on the last character you made, but whatever. Vampire Clan, what are we gonna go with? Bruja, Gangrel, Malkavian, Nosferatu, ugly as fuck. That's definitely no. Toreador, Tremere, or The Venture. I'm gonna go with my favorite, Gangrel. Gangrel are wild loners that are the most in tune with the beast within, allowing them to shapeshift into more beastly forms. Nomadic in nature, Gangrel care little about vampire, say it right, you moron, politics, and prefer to dwell and hunt in the outskirts of society. Because of their animalistic nature, they receive +5 to strength, stamina, and wits during frenzy. However, because of their inherent feral nature, Gangrel will receive -1 in all frenzy checks. We can also choose a history, which will give different bonuses depending on which one. Now, because I'm running the unofficial patch version of... Oh, doesn't tell you here. Duh. Usually it tells me what version I'm using. Oh, base. Duh. Version 9.8, I believe. On every single vampire clan, they have 2 extra down at the bottom. In this case, we have Close to the Beast and Pothead, which is kind of hilarious. But I'm going to be choosing the Anda Gangrel. Descendant of nomadic vampire warriors, you were bred for extreme trials of endurance. You start with extra points of stamina and fortitude. Androba is not its land, however, and your spirit is not linked with the native fauna, so animalism costs you more experience to raise. Obviously, if you know vampire lore, this is a non-city Gangrel. How can you tell? Because you have this. Where's animalism? City Gangrels, who are hunters of the city, have obfuscate. I don't even know how you pronounce it right. Basically turns you invisible. Anyway, I'm going to show you a little trick. That is, if it still works. But it's really a cheat, is what it is. That's good Coke. Love Coke. Let me show you how this works. So let's go with, I'm gonna go with, well, obviously, point in protein. We already have a point in fortitude, so there's no reason. Dexterity, nah, okay. 2 things in the strength, nothing in social, because we're not. Intelligence or wits? Let's go with wits. Knowledge. Scholarship. Research is important for skill books. And skills. Let's put it all into. I'm not gonna be using melee or firearms in this character, so let's put it all into security, like a lockpick. Brawl or dodge? Intimidation, subterfuge. Let's go with brawl. And that was my phone telling me it's about to die. Now, let's see if this will work. What you need to do is put all your points into your character sheet. Then you go back to the base. Then you don't change your clan or your gender. You change your history. So let's switch to ex-cop. Go back to the character sheet. And boom! Just like that, we got more points to spend. So essentially, if you wanted to, you could use this cheat, or exploit, as I'm going to call it, to max out all of your attributes, abilities, and disciplines, and basically become overpowered and strong as fuck at the beginning of the game, and nothing can hurt you. But I don't feel like doing that. Actually, I'm curious. If I go back, yeah, extra points. Only one problem. You must spend all points to continue. So, I will be right back after I see. However, with this exploit, you cannot. You have to spend all of your points in order to progress. So, I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. Everything's all set up, no exploitations or any of that other nonsense. Let's just pick a name. What are we gonna name my gangrel? Well, the one name that inspires fear into the hearts of many enemies and is the epitome of being an asshole and a badass. We're gonna call ourselves Jack. Except, the embrace, the act of transforming a mortal into a vampire. And where do we start off? In the Digi apartment room, having sex. Classic.
I want to show you something.
Kinky. Obviously bad scream. And what can you do? How much sex did these two have? In almost 4 hours at that. Talk about stamina, Jesus Christ. And yes, we have dreadlocks. Because I can't tell whether or not we're white or Jamaican. Ow! Bitch!
Good evening.
Oh, great.
My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As Prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as, up to tonight, I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence. Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most childer are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that...
This is bullshit!
If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish. I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening. Your sire. Tragic. My apologies. But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
Well, that was a shit ton of shit that just happened. That was redundant, in case you haven't noticed. Anywho, tutorial crap! Use the mouse to look around, WASD to move, blah blah blah. Oh, view key. I always forget which one that is. So we can go into third person view, or first person, switch. Game saved. Now, let's prepare to meet one of the most favorite characters in this game.
What a scene, man! Woo-wee! Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, kiddo, this is probably a lot for you to take in, so, why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
Who are you?
I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You in or out?
Okay, I can use the help.
Right. Why don't we, step out back here?
I like it where I am. At least I'm at that goddamn theater.
Christ, it's stuffy in there, huh? This is much better. Now, we ain't got much time, but I figure somebody should fill you in on the bare bones stuff at least, you know? Could save your hide. You look wobbly. You even had a drink yet?
A drink of what?
Oh, man, we're popping a cherry here. You're gonna love this. All right, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne. Blood's your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready, though, because, hey, it's never as sweet as the first time.
What do I do?
Well, down around the corner there, I saw this human. Poor SOB can't find his car.
So what... I mean,
Alright. You go down there, casual like. You creep up on him. You bare those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something, because it'll come so naturally you think you've done it 1,000 times already.
Won't he become a vampire then?
Forget that comic book crap, kid. It don't work that way. Now go for it. Be sure, though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain him dry, okay? It might be hard to resist, but don't kill him.
Alright. This is your blood pool. Blood is the fuel for your vampiric powers, or disciplines as they're called in the world of darkness. When your blood pool is low, you need to refill it. Humans are an abundant source of blood in most areas of the game. One in the alley is around the corner. Feeding on humans fills your blood pool. To feed, approach your victim and press the feed key, default F, when you are close. It is important that humans do not see you feed on other humans. Once you begin feeding on your victim, you will see this bar appear at the top of the screen. This represents your victim's blood pool. You should stop feeding before emptying his blood pool and killing him. Press feed, default F, again to stop feeding. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Hey businessman, you look tasty tonight. How you doing?
Shut up.
And thank you for the delicious meal, you fucking dumbass. Let's head back to Jack.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah, you're feeling it. I can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feeling that blood bubbling inside you, lifting you up. That's it, kid. That's what it's all about right there.